What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be going over on how to install a Skyrim VR mod list, preferably from Wabbajack. They already have mod lists located on that website. They're pretty much pre-made already by lots and lots of talented modders. So idiots like me can play these games in VR without actually doing the work myself. So, yeah, no, all jokes aside, it's really hard modding. Very, very hard. Installing mods and adding mods is one thing, but actually doing it from scratch and knowing what you're doing is really, it's very challenging. You could spend an entire lifetime doing this. So I'm not an expert, but I do, however, know how to install Wabbajack. And a couple of clicks, in less than an hour, you have a mod list and you can pretty much play right away. Unless you're like me, who wants to fiddle around and add other different additional mods on top of that and risk messing your game up. So that's not advisable unless you're willing to deal with the consequences of screwing the mod list up, which I'll show you on how to make a backup, which is relatively easy. All right, so without further ado, here we go. Let's start from the beginning. First things first is, if you have Skyrim VR already, uninstall it. See, I don't have it installed. I have mod lists on my NVMe drive, like Tyrovine, and I'm about to install Skyrim VR minimalistic. It's in 4K though, but my PC is not up to par. It's not powerful enough to run this list. But as soon as my new GPU comes in, I'm gonna be trying this one. This is like for like super high end computers. So this is like one of the very first things I'm gonna do on my new PC as soon as my PC is ready with that upgrade. All right, so I have different mod lists installed. When related to Skyrim, I have Tyrovine, you can see right here, and Enderall VR, which is Skyrim based. So, but the thing is, I have it uninstalled on my Steam because I really don't need it. What I do is, after I install these mod lists, I transfer the base folder into its mod organizer folder, so it runs the base game from here. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's its own game pretty much. So nothing can happen to it at all. And I do this out of paranoia, actually, because, you know, Bethesda, they like to surprise people with cute little updates. And that, unfortunately, can break a lot of mods, just like what happened with the whole Anniversary Edition situation. So I don't want to, you know, it's not just Bethesda, by the way. Rockstar does it. CD Projekt Red, all these AAA companies do it. And yeah, it's a modder's nightmare, complete nightmare. And yeah, people who enjoy playing with these mods, it's insufferable. So that's one of the reasons why, after I installed this mod list, I moved the base game over. And I named the folder like stock game, or you can name it base game, something like that. And so here it is right here, Skyrim VR. I renamed it to stock game, but it has all the files, the base game files, everything that's necessary for the game to run. Like the SKSE VR loader and the regular Skyrim VR exe file. And I did the same thing also with Fallout. And yeah, basically when you do this, this allows you to have multiple mod lists. So if you have the hard drive capacity, and if you want to play around with different mod lists, this is the way to do it. So you're not just stuck playing one particular mod list and then wonder yourself, gee, I wonder what this other mod list is like and the minimalistic one's like, and Well, now you can just have different copies and play it from their respective folders. So it's basically its own contained game. So I learned that through trial and error with Tarovine, because I noticed I was looking at the files and I saw this stock games thing and I was wondering what's going on. And I did some reading and research on it, and the author mentioned that it's its own game, and it copies or clones the Skyrim VR into the Modlist folder. So you have a clean version and then the modded version. So I said, you know what? I wonder if I can do that with other games. And then after I'm done, uninstall the actual game from Steam to save myself, 15, 20, 25 gigs. And yeah, it works. It can mess up the registry a little bit, but when you try to start the game, Mod Organizer tool will ask you, hey, something's amiss here. Do you want to fix the registry so it matches? And just click yes, and it should be taken care of. And just be cognizant and aware of where you have your saves and your plugins, though, because that can also be conflicting, which that happened to me with, I think I had the Skyrim Ultimate VR Essentials, and it messed it up a little bit or confused the game, but I fixed some of the paths and everything and the registry, and it started functioning again. So, all right. So, but first things first, what you want to do is uninstall Skyrim VR if you have it installed. And then you have to basically, just to be on the safe side, erase all remnants of residual files left over from the game. And you can find that usually in it depends. For me, I don't have the game installed in program files x86. By the way, with the mod list, it's advisable not to have anything installed on the program files because there could be security issues, and it can pretty much, Windows can block the game from running. And I think I made a video on that with the whole SKSC thing. Look it up. It's in the Skyrim playlist. You can whitelist the exe so Windows won't block it. Windows Defender or Windows Security, whatever it's called. So for me, I have nothing installed in the program files x86. Anything Skyrim related, any modded games that I play around with, I don't have installed. I think I don't have installed, whatever. But definitely it's not Skyrim VR or Fallout, because that will cause you problems. So what you want to do is go into users, whatever your username is. Mine's here, it says Forza, and look in first place I look into is the app data, and then go to each folder, like local app or local low, whatever it's called, and look up anything that says like Bethesda, Skyrim, VR, Skyrim, and just erase it, because that can mess up your installs. See, I don't have it. What else? You want to also go into from local, find my games. Okay, it's not here. I have other stuff. It's not there. Go into local low. Same deal. See, it's not going to be in my folder, but I'm just showing you as an example. Go to roaming, same thing. So these three folders are the main areas where you'll find some residual files left over after uninstalling, and that can really screw your shit up. So, all right, and go back to your username, and then go into documents. That's the third place, or it's the second, I don't know, whatever, third place. And try to find anything that's a Skyrim. If you see it, get rid of it. And it is not here. Save games. Not here. Okay, so I'm pretty much clean. I have my profiles. See, that's why I like having its own folder, and I'm going to show you how to install Mod Organizer 2 as a portable. So it's its own thing for each game. So I used to have Mod Organizer installed on a global scale, and it was just seriously confusing. So, all right. After that, then you can reinstall the game fresh and clean and start the game once. Remember to start the game once, then back out of it, exit it, because the reason why you want to start the game once is because it will install some default files and things that you need in order for the Wabbajack and the Modlist and Skyrim VR mods to function. So start the game and then exit it out, and that's it. Next step, we're going to go into Wabbajack. Go to wabbajack.org and download the file. And my internet speed's pretty fast, so about 200 megs. Not a big deal. And I know where every folder is, where I'm going to put stuff into. What you want to do is, these be very confusing, beforehand, make a folder and name it Wabbajack. See, I have it named Wabbajack, but it's empty. And the reason being is because I'm going to click that exe file that I just downloaded from Wabbajack. I'm going to erase it now. And I'm going to double click it. I have a habit of running everything as admin. With Wabbajack, for some reason, don't do it. It can mess things up. So I'm just looking at my OBS. Just 1 second. Okay. So once you're in here in the Wabbajack folder itself, remember, make a folder, name it Wabbajack, and just double click it. And then it will download some preliminary files it needs in order for it to function. Namely, it will download Modlist information. So once you see this, you're pretty much in good condition. Click on to browse Modlist, and there you go. You got a big old menu like you're at McDonald's. And yeah, you can just search and scroll through whatever Modlist you want. Yeah. I have a couple of lists like installed, like I said. I have Ginga's Fallout VR Essentials overhaul. I heavily altered her mod list though to my liking. And yeah, I have the Fallout 4 Essentials VR or Fundamental Essentials, whatever it's called. I don't know. But the one I'm looking for right now, as an example, is this one, Tarovine. Hands down, one of the best NSFW mod lists ever that I play. I mean, this is my main go-to mod list whenever I want to get my fix. So, as an example, all right, you can download the mod list. I'm going to download it as an example, but then I'm going to erase it. So I just want to show you what to do. All right, you download it. It downloaded apparently. And I think you just click on play, just like that. And you'll see that, oops, okay. Yeah, this is the author's mod list. I am me27. This is his GitHub page. And the mod author gives you a whole list of things to do, how to prepare it. Pretty much the same things I just mentioned to you. Gives you a brief explanation on what the mod list is and isn't, and I think he even provides an actual, I don't know if it's a PDF, I don't know what it's called, but it's some kind of list where it shows you everything that's on there. So yeah, the hardware requirements, things like that. All right, so here it is. You'll see this page, and it's important that you pick the correct install location. Target mod list, leave this alone. I have this mod list installed or anything Wabbajack related on my NVMe drive. That's another thing. Make sure it's an NVMe drive. One of those M.2 NVMe drives, or minimum an SSD. You don't want to install anything Skyrim or Fallout 4, anything like that, especially VR related, onto a mechanical hard drive. It's just I don't even know if it will run or function. It's not fast enough. Even on an NVMe drive, it's pretty slow. So just imagine trying to install this on a mechanical drive. It probably won't even start. So, all right. With that said, you have to pick the Modlist installation location, and then the download location. What I tend to do is I'll make a new folder. So, for example, I would install Tarovine. I'll make a brand new folder and I will call it Tarovine. Or it could be anything. Any mod list you want to install, name it that. So yeah, Tarovine, I'll put, I don't know, Tarovine new. So now you want to point the Modlist installation location to that folder. So I already know where it is. There it is, Tarovine new. Select that folder. And then automatically you'll see this. And once it's blue like this, that's pretty much the Wabbajack signifying that you're ready to go. You can press play, but you also have to keep in mind, are you overwriting anything? But if it's a fresh new install, don't worry about this. This is only for if you already have the list and you want to like update like the game or something like that, then you can check this box. But I wouldn't advise it, just leave it alone. One thing you have to be aware or cognizant of is the download location. You have to make sure you have enough room or ample enough room for the downloads, because this particular mod list, it's you might need, I don't know, at least 150 gigs, 200. So that's a lot. So if you have enough room on your hard drive, the same hard drive that you have the game or you're going to install the game on, then just for simplicity's sake, just leave it at default. For me, I don't have that luxury right now. I need more space because I download a lot of stuff, a lot of mods in general. So I would pick an alternate drive, and it works in a mechanical drive, believe it or not, for the downloads. But for playing the game, it doesn't work. Don't do it. So yeah, just make sure you pick the correct location. Just beware of that. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as is. And once you're ready to start the process, all you have to do is just press this button. I'm a little scared to do it, but I'll just do it anyways. I'll just erase it later anyways. But here goes. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Play. Installation. Hey, what is going on here? Says installation failed. That's very strange. Huh. Okay, that is really strange. I don't know why I did that. Usually that never happens. Usually that never happens. Install from the disk. Okay. This window's showing up again. Alright people, what's up? I'm back. I'm a complete idiot. It wasn't working because I forgot to install Skyrim VR.
I've got a new toothbrush, miss.
I remember I had it uninstalled because I thought I didn't need it. But no, yeah. Don't be an idiot like me. Install the game first, and like I said, start the game and then back out of it. I already did it. So it should have all the files needed, the base files needed in order for the Wabbajack and for the Skyrim VR mods to function. So let's try this one more time. All right, double click the Wabbajack exe. I'm gonna click install from disk because I have it already. Because it downloaded the Taro being already. Okay, oh, see, this is how smart and savvy this program is, because it even remembered what I did last. So let me just make sure, because I made a new folder again. I erased it. I just named it Taro VR new. Make sure it matches with, select the same folder. I checked to see how much room I have on my NVMe. I think I have around 270 gigs free, so I should be okay. All right, here's the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1, and play. And there we go. That's all you have to do. See, I am such an idiot. Yeah, I had it uninstalled. Had the game uninstalled. Okay, so it's asking me to enter into, I forgot to mention, you're going to need, for this particular mod list, you're going to need an account at loverslab.com. I'm not going to enter it because I don't want to get demonetized. I'm not going to show it. So I'm just going to exit out of this because I don't want to download this particular list right now. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase it because I just wanted to show you guys as an example of how to do it. But yeah, once you see that window and everything is downloading, you know you've done a good thing. You know you've done God's work. Yeah, I know. That's blasphemy. I'm gonna get struck by lightning. Yeah, once you see that window and everything downloading, you know everything is going according to plan and everything's gonna be okay. As soon as it finishes, then what you want to do is you want to go into, pretend this is the newly created folder. It will look just like this. And then what you want to do is you got to make sure, where is it? You want to go into, it should have a folder that says files. Oh, that's right. It doesn't. It's not. It's not on this particular one. But okay, other mod lists like the Skyrim VR Essentials, you'll see game folder files. With that particular mod list, and even Fallout 4 VR on Ginga's mod list, you have to go into game folder files, select everything in there, highlight it, and then go into the default location of where Skyrim VR is or Fallout 4, whatever game that you have installed is installed on, and copy and paste all the files into that. And then you can basically pretty much start the game up. But all right, pretend that Taro got finished downloading and I'm starting anew. This is what it will look like. And there we go. That's it. I'm gonna go off onto another tangent or a tutorial rather right now. I want to explain something that actually I'm really happy about. And that is, I figured out finally how to use ZEdit, namely the merge plugins. So what this thing does is, remember, by default, Skyrim VR, you're only allowed to have no more than 255 plugins, or also known as ESP.esp files installed. And with ESL files, you can have, I think it's 2048, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, you have to be a complete mad person to install that many ESLs. Well, leave it to me, I'd probably do it. But ESPs, you can't mess around. You're only allowed 255, 254 actually to be technical, but I'd get away with 255 because I'm just a prick like that. So, I just want to go over some mods, some new stuff I have installed, by the way. And I want to show you how to merge mods in case you reach close to 255 and if you want to install some additional new ones. Wait, hold on 1 second. Drunk animations. Oh, I don't need that one. Okay. Yeah, that was being overwritten by something else I have down here. Okay, back to what I was saying. I installed some new stuff that I want to try out. It's actually, I did try it out. It works. But I'm going to make a series out of all the new stuff I installed. And one of them is Dark Souls. Basically, it adds a whole bunch of maps from the Dark Souls franchise or universe. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, into Skyrim. And it is absolutely amazing. I'm having a blast. It's massive. It's like the entire game. And I think it's every single area from Dark Souls in Skyrim. And I just want to check everything out. I checked out one or two couple places. It's in my playlist if you want to see it. But I plan on doing a series or an episodic series, and I'm going to showcase every single location that I have installed in Dark Souls. Another thing I installed, a DLC quest, is called There Is No Umbra, Chapter 3. I forgot how to start it though. Darkstorm, I forgot how to start that. I don't know how to do that one, but I'll figure it out. There's mods here like Clouds All Over All in One. Beautiful, by the way. Beautiful. You'll see in my previous videos. And there's Real Clouds. So these two are actually compatible. But what I did was I merged both of these mods together. So I saved an ESP. And that's why I was able to like install more and more mods. So if I didn't merge a lot of the mods together, I probably would have up to like 270, maybe 280. And naturally, no, 255's the limit. The game would not start. The game would crash. But because of this merge, the ZEdit, I'm able to, merge the mods and knock down that number down to a manageable 255. Okay, Eldenroot. I think right after this tutorial, I'm going to do that. I'm going to showcase Eldenroot because I have it saved there right in front of it anyways, in front of the portal. What else do I have? I installed a whole bunch of other small ones like animated mead, ale bottles, Spriggans. These are new textures for those creepy looking root thingies, whatever they're called, Spriggans. Siren root. I want to try that. I think I have to go to Riften and talk to a certain NPC there to kickstart this quest off. Yeah, like there's just so much stuff I added. A lot of DAR animations, which is with the DAR animations is actually what's cool about this is that they don't take any ESPs up, so you can safely install anything that's DAR related. DAR, it's an acronym that stands for Dynamic Animation Replacer, and it doesn't take up any slots. Sophia, I had to get her back. She is hilarious. She gets a little agitating after a while, but then again, so does Lucian and the other one, that cat. They get pretty much annoying. I think all of them get annoying. But, you know, they're lovable though, so. But Sophia can get especially annoying. But the stuff that comes out of that chick's mouth is hilarious. Alright, you'll see things like this as merge skills, merge clouds. Merged clouds is basically a combination of the clouds all over, all in one, and the real clouds, Skyrim edition. I merged those together to save an ESP. And I have a whole bunch of other stuff here that's I don't have activated because I hit the 255 again. But I want to try out the Adopt Juventus, that creepy kid that was doing those little satanic rituals to kill that old chick from the orphanage. I forgot her name, but I made another video with that. it's check my playlist out. I shot her in the head with an arrow, just for, you know, shits and giggles. But yeah, you can adopt this kid, supposedly, and why I want to adopt this kid is because it has that chat AI thing, supposedly. The modder made lines of some kind, conversation lines based on the whole chat GPT, I think. So, you know what? We're gonna... Here it is. We're gonna check it out, actually. This is the one I want to try. I saw it on a YouTube video earlier. And, okay, what this says is, this mod... Oops. Damn it, highlight. This mod allows Juventus Aretino to be fully voiced for adoption dialogue using AI. And future plans will allow the player to choose whether he will be good or evil. Oh, nice. Requires Adopt Juventus mod by Hydragon. So yeah, here is a synopsis of what this thing does. And it has me so friggin' stoked. I really want to try this thing out. Because this whole AI chat GPT craze is insane, especially when I think about all the possible applications in gaming that this thing can do. It says this mod allows Juventus Aretino to be fully voiced for adoption dialogue, games, pets, presents, gifts, and awareness of surroundings, and originally would allow the player to choose whether he will be good or evil, although I couldn't get the custom quest dialogue to function, sadly. Only a few of the dialogue trees would function, so I've attached a file with the quest in the optional files if anyone wants to take a look at it and try to fix it for me. I'll credit you for the help. If you can't, I don't know how to do this. But it requires Adopt Juventus mod by Hydragon. Make sure to download the right file so he will function with my mod. My mod requires Hydragon's mod to function. Download his new main files v2 on his page. Future plans, the player will have the choice to convince Juventus to continue down the dark path of growing up to be an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood, or for good players who don't want him to be that way, can persuade him to stop mentioning assassins and become good and live a better life free of murder. Depending on how the player wants him to be, the choice is yours. If someone is able to help me by fixing the quest versions files under miscellaneous dialogue here, then re-upload them here to me on this mod page, or sending me the files via direct message, I will credit you here on the mod page if it works, and they will have my undying gratitude. So, all right, so it's not finished apparently, but I'm still dying to try it. It says file is an ESP marked as an ESL, so it will not take up a load or slot, but that doesn't work. That doesn't work with Skyrim VR though. It might work with the regular Skyrim flat screen version, but yeah, the whole ESLify thing, it doesn't work. I tried it and my game would not start. So it's very strict when it comes to the VR version. You can only have about 255 ESPs unless you merge the mods. All right, so there you have it. Let me just briefly go through anything else. I hope I didn't forget anything else. I wanted to install the Elder Scrolls Middle-earth redone. I had that installed on the Ultimate VR Essentials, but I erased it, but I made a backup of it and put it on an alternate hard drive. So I'll always have that game forever. Well, not forever. I mean, none of it's going to live forever, but you know what I mean. Beyond Skyrim, I tried downloading this, but I didn't like what it was doing with the... I'll show you in like, for example, here in Middle-earth redone. As soon as I click it, all these red colors come up, and when I see red, I'm like, danger, not good, not a good sign. So it's overwriting a lot of stuff, probably Dindalad related, so we're not going to go down that route. The Lost Wonders Mzark. These are extra other old DLCs that came out in 2017. I do want to try it, but I don't know. I think I have enough for now. I have Skyrim on Skooma. I'm going to try that out. Project Asshole, or AHO. I don't know what the acronym stands for, but I'll check that out. But the first things first, though, if you stick around, I'm gonna I'm going to walk around the Eldenroot. And this is a recent one, Zam Maximus, the Prototype's Deception Act 2. It sounds intriguing. Let me show you what this thing is. Yeah, it's a quest thing. English, Spanish, and Russian. Interesting. This is dive into an epic DLC-sized adventure that takes place all over Skyrim and beyond, and it promises you only one thing: your worst nightmare. So I look at the pretty colors in the pictures, and it looks really cool. Okay, it shows you how to start the quest. Northwatch Keep I have to go to. So, it doesn't say much of anything else. Wow, there's a lot of pictures. But yeah, I saw this. I was like, yo, this thing looks really freaking dope. I want to try this. It looks interesting. So I have enough DLC stuff to last me probably for like 1,000 hours. So I'm gonna be content and just leave it alone. Maybe my next list that I'm gonna install, I'll try to install these other little quest adventures and just have separate playlists for different DLC quests. That's exactly what I'll do. So if you want to pause the video and just take a look at this list, here is everything I have installed. Everything works. I mean, the game crashes here and there, but for the most part, it works. And another thing I forgot to mention, if you don't want to get rid of any mods, suppose if you want to update a mod list, when you update a mod list, it will erase anything that you installed, like other mods, and it will only keep the base files that came with the mod list. So to prevent that from happening, the author mentions to append the no delete. So I would just copy no delete and rename any mod that you have and put the no delete in front of it. And once that happens and you re-download or update the mod list, these mods will stay. They won't go anywhere. So yeah, quickly, Voidgate. This is a must-have, by the way. I made a previous video if you want to check it out on how it works. Basically, you can like transport yourself to the last location you visited or something. So this is great for if you're doing DLC quests and you're stuck. Like Clockwork. This happened with me on Clockwork, and I can't finish the quest for some reason because the game crashes all the time. There's something crashing the game, but you can't leave that quest line if you start it until you finish the whole friggin' thing. So what happened to me was I got stuck there, but then I was like, wait a minute, I installed something called Voidgate, and I transported myself out of there back to like Whiterun. So yeah, I can never go back to simple. I can't go back to the Clockwork, which sucks because I heard it was actually pretty good. So yeah, this is really it. Quickly, all right, let's go over on ZEdit. ZEdit is a pain in the ass to get started, but once you set it up, all right, let me run it. Let me show you. Once you set it up and get it running, you'll be happy you did, because now you can add more stuff. So don't go into the ZEdit itself, go into ZMerge once you have it installed. And to install it, by the way, here. Oh, why is it fallout 4? Oh, erase it, get out of here. Yeah, see, this thing automatically reads whatever stuff you have, but this, I use ZMerge with the Tower Ravine. I've been using it for this list. So this thing will come up. So you have to point the directory to the game that you want to have installed, or to use this particular edit thing with. So name it whatever you want. I don't know. Suppose you have Tower Ravine, name it that, and select the game. Select Skyrim SC or something. And this is the tricky part, though. I couldn't get this thing to work. Is finding the path, because no matter what I did, it wouldn't show up. I figured out a way. I found it on a Reddit post, by the way, because other people were having similar problems. What you want to do is you want to go and see the game the mod list for me is installed on my best games G. Find Tower V in VR. And remember, select the base game where the Skyrim VR is installed. And for me, as you recall, I mentioned earlier, I have Skyrim VR installed in stock game. So what you want to do is right click it. No, hold on a second. No, double click it. So you're in, it shows the path. And I think there is a function here where it says view, change your view or something. Well, there's an option where it says to show everything, like the whole entire line. Go into stock game as an example. You'll have something else. Right click the last part of it, of this line, and hit copy address as text. So what you want to do is then you want to go into the directory space. And I thought, oh, right click and then it would say paste. No, it doesn't work like that way. What you want to do is you want to press Control V. Control V on your keyboard will paste it into this path. And I'm not going to do it because I don't want to do anything to risk this, because it took me like hours just to figure that out. And ZEdit is very finicky because I'm trying to use it with Fallout 4 and it is not having it for some reason. So I don't know. It works with this Tower V though, so I'm happy with that. But if you did it right, by pressing Control V and it pastes that line where you have, or the path directory line where you have the game installed, this would show up. This will show up, and then you close it from there. And then now when it says this is blue, now you can basically click Start Session. And what is going on now? Huh. Okay. I got scared for a second. Yeah, and you should see this. I don't know what all this means. There's plugins, says plugins unavailable for some reason. I think these were or are merged plugins that the original author did for this list. So, yeah, I think they are. I think these are all merged. He merged them. But if you want to try to further merge stuff, you just click Create Merge. Select Merge Method, clobber, merge down, old. It worked for me. So I don't know. And you find the plugins that you want to merge. Now hear me out. Listen very carefully. Disclaimer: because I don't want to be held responsible and get cursed out by anybody if you mess this up. Do not merge any mods with scripts, anything huge, anything heavy, lands, anything like that. Merge small stuff. And I did my research, and a lot of people always mention you can merge things like armor mods, things like that seems to work. And also patches of different mods. So suppose, I don't know, you have Legacy of Dragonborn, and you have like a whole bunch of patches installed for Legacy Dragonborn. As far as I'm concerned, based on what I heard and what I've read, you can merge those patches together. So instead of having like a whole bunch of like ESPs, you could just merge it all and just knock it down to 1 or 2, and it should work. I don't know. What I merged together that worked for me is, let me show you. I had some skills of some kind. Okay, unlimited magic. See, I even have it named. Okay, for example, here we go. Merged clouds. They're very small. They're textures. 2 different mods. They're compatible. The author even said, hey, you can use this mod and it works with other, mods that, has clouds. It's compatible with everything. It's lore friendly. So I said, all right, let me try to merge these two two mods together, and it worked beautifully. Now I have two mods for the price of one. I got cocky, but it worked. I wanted, oh my god, I was like, I gotta have footprints, and let me merge the blood mod. What is it called? Enhanced blood textures, and I forgot what else I merged with it, but that worked for some reason. But the first one that I merged together was the skills, and I think I had where is it? I'll show you right now. No, you know what? Off the top of my head, I'll just say unlimited magic, unlimited stamina, unlimited. There's a ring that I installed that makes everything weightless, so you can carry and lug around as much junk as you want, and no fall damage. I merged all those together. Probably was a stupid thing to do, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then just untick the merge and then retick those plugins individually again. So yeah, you pick, for example, those mods like I mentioned together, and wait, hold on a second. Select use game load order. Once you select the mods or the ESPs that you want to merge, it will show up under load use game load order. And I don't know, sometimes it'll be green, sometimes it'll be red. I don't know. It depends what you select. But make sure you use the game load order so it doesn't mess around and rearrange stuff on its own. And if you want to click data, you can click data and it will show you what folder these mods belong in, and basically I guess what it's going to do, yada yada yada. And once you're done with that, you just press OK, and then you select build merge. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to mess anything up. But once everything is selected, you decided what you want to merge together, you just hit build merge. And then it will show a percentage. Usually it's fast. Yeah, okay, for example, yeah, right here in front of me. Sorry if I sound a little disjointed. I'm a little distracted right now because I keep seeing stuff that I want to talk about. Okay, see, these are the merges that I've done. Enhanced blood textures, footprints for EMB, and just blood. I merged all that together. That's why it says plugins are unavailable. The unlimited magicka, ring of boost, easy lockpicking, unlimited sprinting, and no player fall damage. Yes, I'm a cheater. I don't care. I merged all that together, and normally this would be 5 friggin' slots, but yeah, now it's 1 slot for all 5 of these mods. So yeah, you can, if you know what you're doing, you can save quite a lot of space, and you could just pile on different mods if you know what you're doing, but don't mess around too much. No, I think I'll probably mess something up eventually, but that's why it's good. I'm just gonna close this out. That's why it's good to create a backup, and how to create a backup is right here. You see this icon, you know, I'm just gonna tick it. Backup a Modlist created. It's up here, and you'll see an arrow restore backup, and then yeah, it will show all these different backups you can restore to. So just make sure you do that beforehand before you mess around with any mod sorting and things like that, so you have something to revert back to. And yeah, that's about it. That's really about it. That's all I can think of right now. So all right, that's pretty much how you merge mods. Once you create that merge, oh okay, by the way, right here, for some reason after I merged the mods, this for example, I tried to merge a DLC together with its map marker. No go, it doesn't work. Don't merge DLC stuff together. Just small stuff. Remember, armor mods, weapon mods, things that are very similar. Small, simple stuff that doesn't have like too many scripts. try that. You can't go wrong. But here's an example of the merge. I try to merge Eldenroot and Map Marker together to save myself an ESP because it kept showing up as two different ones, and I was like, you know what? Let me just combine it together. And for some reason, my game wouldn't start. So yeah, I got rid of it. But what you want to do is after you do that, you can move this selected mod and move it into your mods folder. And once it's in your mods folder, you then want to go up to this two circular arrows, I guess it looks like. Yeah, right here. Hit the refresh button. And then scroll all the way down and you'll see basically it's being registered as a mod, the merge. So you would move that up. Here, for example, I modded the Juventus. I'm trying to see if it'll work or not. It probably won't work though. But yeah, it's basically you just tick the box because now you just the merge, everything you merge together is its own mod. And then you want to go down here to the bottom of your plugins, and I just put it. I always keep Dindalod, Occlusion, and Synthesis last, and anything that I add extra, I'll move up above these things. So Dindalod, Occlusion, and Synthesis always at the bottom of the board. And yeah, it's been working so far. So fingers crossed. All right, so yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful. And once again, I apologize for being super long-winded, but anybody who has been subscribed to my channel for a long time now knows that I'm very methodic and very long-winded when I do modding tutorials. All right, so yeah, stick around. I'm gonna, as soon as I stop this video, I'm gonna make another video, and I'm gonna roam around Eldenroot and see how that fares, see if it works. All right, so if you want to check out the video, you're more than welcome to. And remember, if you find any of my videos helpful, please like and subscribe. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. If you don't stick around, I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, take care, and yeah, laters. Alright, what is up everybody? So here I am in Skyrim VR. I've been walking around, I'm trying to look for Juventus Aretino. I found him in the Honor Hall Orphanage here in Riften. I'm in Mistvale Keep now, I believe. You can hear some interesting dialogue in the background. Yeah, perverted guards. That mod in particular is called Simping Guards, I think. It's pretty wild. Gets a little repetitive, but I think it's funny as hell. All right, so I found Juventus, and the AI things I think is working because I offered to adopt him, but I don't have a home. I need to own some kind of player home in the game in order to adopt various child NPCs in the world. So I hope. So I'm hoping it works. But I didn't see the dialogue before with him to adopt. So
I'll stay here for now.
Apparently the adopt Juventus Aretino at least works. So I merged the AI mods and the patches together into one mod. So let's see what happens. All right, here is my plan of action. I am going. Oh, I have a new follower here, Sophia.
I always miss the people I.
Can I talk to you for a bit? Can I talk to you for a bit?
You can ask me anything.
How are you feeling?
Words can't describe how I feel right now.
Can you sing for me?
Which song?
Age of the Dragon.
Oh, I'd love to sing for you. We give drink to the youth for years yet to come, for the age of the dragons is just about done. We'll drive out the people and pay what we owe. With your blood and your money, we'll send them back home. Down with all the wind, the big ugly beast. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll feast. We're the people of Skyrim and we fight for our lives. And when the Dragonborn reckons, everybody must die.
Alright, so that is Sophia. We have here.
Can I jump onto you?
You look so beautiful.
I'd love to kiss you right now. Are you into it?
Sure, baby. Tell a dirty joke.
Very nice.
Alright, that's female simping guards. So I have male simping guards and female simping guards.
It's becoming more than I can bear. Did we have an appointment? No.
I want to know if you've made
It was a delivery? Someone actually interested in... My experimentation involves a magical construct. You don't have... No. What I need to... What was I thinking? It would never work that first way. Why didn't... I'll tell you why you won't. It's a fun... Since you're so well informed, I'm certain you've solved the problem with thermic drift, right? Of course! 9 is the most basic... That completely... You've done it! No, if I could... Yes, well, in fact, if you could retrieve... As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things... What I need... Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No. Excellent. Well, why are you still standing here? All right, let's see. The Orichalcid, and last is the Soul Gem. I left that one in Boonhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade.
Alright, I'm just trying to see what other mods, or not mods, what other quests I can activate. So what I'm going to try...
No, come to gloat, have we? Because
What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do the Siren route. No, not the Siren route, the Elden route. I'm going to try doing the Elden route quest or the location. See if it's working. It is working because I checked it. Yeah, Riften is not very frame rate friendly. So let me get out of here as fast as I can before the game ends up crashing. I think... Okay, this is the Dark Souls one. There it is, Eldenroot portal. So yeah, in this particular episode, I'm just gonna explore Eldenroot and see what happens there. Looks very different. Looks almost got a tropical feel to it. So, what the hell was that? The hell is that noise? Alright. Here it is. It's a portal, so let's do this. And here we are. This is Eldenroot. Looks pretty cool. Very colorful. And I think it has its own map. Oh, that's the brick. Hold on a second. What am I doing? Oh, map. Alright, yeah, it has its own map. So these are different locations contained within this space. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's like a tropical area of some kind. You look at the map again. Okay, this is back to the entrance. There's something to the right here. Green Hell. Let me see what this is about. That's an interesting looking animal.
People seem to think all mullets are racist, but purely that it's South-based racist. I'm not racist.
Oh, jeez. I don't know why Sophia is talking about racism here.
Or going.
Hear enough about that in real life.
Come to think of it, I'm not that fond of orcs, red guards, or imperials either.
Yeah, the shit out of me.
Damn it. I always end up upsetting someone. Don't take it personally.
Alright, I'm treading very carefully. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, those are enemies. Uh-oh. Oh, you go, Sophia. She's pretty powerful. She may be talkative, but she sure is pretty tough. Alright, this must be Green Hell. It's like some kind of camp. Yeah, I'm not getting the greatest frames in this area. What does that say? Ceremonial obsidian dagger. Is that a squirrel?
Playing, I mean, although
The big squirrel.
is quite fun too.
Oh. I think those are ants, I guess? Interesting. Man, I'm getting a lot of stuttering. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a quest involved in this place, or is it just a new area and that's it? What is this thing? It's like glowing. Trying to figure out how big this area is. Wondering if it's linear or more open. All right. Greenhow. Sirwa. Okay, that's an interesting name. Sirwa. Alright, Mudrock. Try to make my way to Eldenroot. Oh, those things look hostile. And I died. No way. Wow. That sucks. What am I doing back? Oh, I forgot to... Damn it. Oh, well. I'm back here. I completely forgot to save. Alright, well, I think that's it for now. Now you know Eldenroot works. And if anybody has any questions how to install any of these mods, let me know. But it's really not that hard. Look back on my previous... same video, actually. I'll combine all these videos together. You'll see all the mods I have installed and just kind of use that as a basic blueprint. Pause the screen, and you'll see which mods I have installed. And they should work for you. I can't speak for everybody, but they work for me so far. So far, so good. I haven't been running into too many problems. Yeah, there are occasional crashes, but overall, I mean, they seem to be working. So, all right. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you did, remember to like and subscribe. All right, it would help me out a great deal, and would assist the algorithm out and get my videos out there into the wild, wild internet west. All right. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and good night. Bye-bye.